Welcome everybody to another Command & Conquer 3 Tiberium Wars cast, and today's matchup is going to be held on Tournament Tower with our two competitors for today. They're going to be the Red Nod, which is going to be today Devastator, and we have a purple screen, or a blue screen actually, it's actually a blue screen, and that's going to be Lumos. So these are actually two very good players, and I think they're becoming. Lumos is definitely notorious for being aggressive, to be honest, because that's literally just his way of playing. I mean, he's very hard to deal with, especially when he gets like a high tier. He tends to go high tier quickly, so Devastator will be having a really hard challenge. I haven't really casted many games with Devastator, so this is definitely going to be interesting. As we can see, we've got scouting units going towards the top for both factions here, but Lumos has actually reached there first, and he's already captured the Tiberium spike. Meanwhile, Devastator has actually captured the Tiberium spike on the bottom of the map. Conflict going off over here, on the bottom left of the map. Just some scouting units, just having a bit of rough and tumble. Harvester is going forward for Lumos. He's going to be going for that Tiberium. It's just accelerating his economy. I'm not sure how quickly he's going to be able to get some gunwalkers out. I don't know if he's going to go for a tier 1 push or whatever, but that might be the way to go. Red goes out, going straight to the middle of the map, denying those, well, at least denying one of the buzzards the chance to go inside the structure. It's just going to be left there. Now he's going to be proceeding towards the enemy base, which is now going to be scouted. So he's going to be having an eye on that and everything. Unfortunately, Lumos is not going to be able to deny that right now. But he's going to go. Oh wow! He's just actually basically towards the second Tiberium field, so he's going to be getting double the income now. Over here we have Devastator. He's basically done the same. Wolf Factory over here. I'm not sure what that's going to be training. He might actually be training some more harvesters, but I doubt it. He probably will need to get some assault units out now. So maybe Scorpion Tanks possibly. Yep, there's the first Scorpion Tank emerging from the doors now. And Lumos is still sticking to resources, although he has got tier 2, and Seekers are now emerging from the warp sphere, so he's going to be making that front line along the middle section of the map, so trying to protect this structure over here. We have two measly little military squads, just slowly chipping away that health. All the Seekers actually going straight past the infantry squads, going straight towards this Tiberium field, endangering some of the harvesters. We can see that the Scorpion Tank nicely protects them. That's only one of them. All Flame Tank coming from Devastator, going towards the top of the map. Unfortunately, Lumos sees it, and that, oh damn, that tank's probably going to go down. Maybe, no, not yet, not yet. So he might actually be able to clear this top out, although he has some Seekers to deal with. So I don't know. He might not, just because there we go. That tank got straight pretty quickly, but it could have done, you know. Down over here, a lot of Seekers are being accumulated in this area towards his base, so he's probably just he's just sticking with a 1 unit until he gets to tier 3, and then he's going to be getting some tripods. At least that's what I believe. Oh yeah, he's already got tier 3. who knew that? I didn't. I'm probably expecting some gravity stabilizers anytime soon. Some air would actually be very pretty much vital right at this point for Lumos to secure that early win. Devastator at the moment has got tier 3 himself as well. Probably going to be building laser upgrades, judging by the how fast the bar's going. We're going to get laser upgrades for the Scorpion Tank, which are at the front now. Avatar also gets deployed from the front. These two Scorpion Tanks are chasing and killing one of these Seekers. I'm not sure. Oh my god, Flame Tank has been snuck in behind the base. That's Devastator's Flame Tank, and he's probably going to be destroying that extractor. Yeah, that looks like it. Wow. I don't even know how he managed to do that. I thought Lumos would be way more attentive than that. Sneaks it around the base, and now he's now taken out tier 2. Now that Flame Tank's going to be destroyed utterly. Now we've got annihilated tripods getting deployed. Portal goes up. 2 of them get deployed. 2 annihilated tripods and an iron column. So this is very interesting. It's got a nice hard front line there. We've all got some shock troopers as well. Got some air towers for this Devastator. So I don't know if he's going to be going for massive venoms. Has he got the laser? Yeah, he's got the laser, as I thought. So he probably will be actually be going for massive venoms. You know, like a huge forces of air, so that he can deal with these vehicles and like that. And as I speak, we see Seekers going down the bottom of the map. They're going to be attacking some of those structures, but they're going to go straight towards this undefended region of Devastator's base. Oh my god, Mastermind sneaks into this. Oh my god, that is so lucky. That was dangerous, but that was so lucky. Just catches the MCB and destroys it. Wow, that was quick on the ball for Lumos. That was amazing. As this is a prime example of why Lumos is such a fierce foe. He's so aggressive all the time. Wow, Sieg is coming in, just destroying those harvesters right now. I'm not sure if Devastator will be able to reply to that. Now he is actually, I think, yes he is, with avatars going to have two, focusing on those seekers. Then and Lumos will have to withdraw those seekers, trying to get one harvester. Will he be able to get this one? I think he will. Yes, he might. He might. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, he will. He will. No. Oh, damn. If he didn't go for the other one, he probably would have got that one harvester. But at least that's good for Devastator. He should still be able to keep two of those harvesters. Finally, the logistics center goes down. You see Devastator's getting deployed. I mean, is that Devastator? Yes, it is. I'm so sorry. My knowledge of units is quite poor. I always keep getting mixed up. The screen units especially. Devastator was gets deployed. Damn, man, those few Scorpion tanks just got annihilated. No pun intended. And we've got some avatars going towards the front line. There's Venoms also hovering over there, pretty much idle at the moment. They are idle, not very much. Oh, heroic unit! Did I just hear heroic unit? Where was that? What the hell? That might have been just my eyes, but I swear I saw a heroic sign there. I'm not actually sure. I can't see. No, that might have just been me actually. That might have just been me. I apologise, but I really thought I saw a heroic unit. But where? How has he got a heroic unit this tough night? Just this from that. Okay, so now let's try one. That's got the partial dimension power. You know what I mean? Just don't criticise me for not knowing the name. God damn it, try my best. He's going to be sneaking right into the middle of the base. I'm not sure if he's actually going to be getting any sort of scouting or something, or if he's just going to be being just a bit of a pest. FCB gets moved to the front line. He'll be deploying some shredder turrets down. Maybe he should probably train an obelisk. But I don't know. I mean, he's sort of got that tripod, but now the all god heroic disintegrates coming in from these portals over here. Then again, we've got not really much going on in this area of the map now. He's pretty much moved towards this front area, and now the Tiberium has very nearly been completely soaked up by all these harvesters over here. Avatar's nicely taking care of that one Tiberium spike, and Devastator maintaining that front line. My goodness, he has 1, 2, 3 husks, 4 husks that have yet to be captured. Now he's now going to be capturing them with those engineers. Saboteurs, they're engineers, they did the same thing. From that hand enough that's now been deployed, so thankfully he's already getting those units back. And they're showing us nicely taking care of those infantry bots. The iron column goes down. Oh, there's a 5th boss, that just went down. Probably should get some tripod, which is just sitting just there. He probably could. I mean, it is a bit of a risky move, but he is covered. His saboteurs will be covered by some of the shredder torch fire, but Lumos is really pushing that front line over into Devastator's territory. As we can see, a lot of structures being formed. Really much just going to go past this middle of the line here. And a lot of harvesters now moving towards Devastator's Tiberium field, which puts those harvesters in danger. The obelisk goes up, all of those shredder turrets go down, which leaves that base bit pretty much exposed to those shock troopers. However, have they got the upgrade? They've got the disc launcher upgrade. They haven't got the blink pack, which is actually beneficial for Devastator, so at least he doesn't have to worry about teleporting bugs, pretty much. Nice vapor bomb coming down there. It doesn't really have an effect on the surrounding area. I mean, the rapid stabilizer actually gets destroyed by the avatars, but the aircraft doesn't get any damage that much. But now the Venom's coming in, desperately trying to take out those Devastators, but doesn't really manage to do it. That bit of damage doesn't quite chip it off enough. Those Venoms just going to get lost. He's just too desperate. Iron Column nicely taking care of those Venoms. So that's good for Lumos at the moment. A lot of avatars getting migrated down here. Has the MCV been destroyed? It looks like it. One idle saboteur over here. Really should save that and try and get the horse or something just to force some of the units to try and focus its fire on that one unit. Maybe you could send some of the avatars to go and attack the Iron Column, or maybe the portal or something, but I don't know. That probably would have been a bad move, but it's always a possibility. Avatars coming down here from the War Factory, they're getting repaired. Some other Venoms are now getting trained as well. I'm pretty sure they won't be able to take out any other aircraft or anything like that. And the units now focusing themselves on the Devastator. And we've got Blinkies coming in, shock troopers, but Blink is just a better name. Well, they welcome in. I would have thought they would have taken some of these harvesters, honestly, because there's not much Devastator can do at this point. Venom's coming in, nicely trying to damage that Devastator. Oh, he might destroy before he gets back to the Iron Column, and it does just. But at the sacrifice of the Venoms. Oh my god, that is literally on Minecraft count. Oh my goodness, that is so close to being dead. More harvesters coming from Lumos, going for this Tiberium field. I really should have thought he would have kept his harvesters from being destroyed. Honestly, it seems it just is the priority. It's just willy-nilly, just letting his harvesters die all over the place. I mean, he has got a couple, but there's only a couple, and he doesn't have much economy now. He might even have to sell one of the extractors just so that he can get a little bit more instant economy. Oh no, he has three. He has 3 harvesters, so he might be alright for the future. Now we've got Avatar push coming from Devastator, nicely taking out one of the Iron Columns, but Blinky's apologise. Shock troopers coming in to the front line, nicely having that extra bit of firepower to destroy these avatars. I was about to say that the shock troopers were actually getting crushed, but you can't really crush them. Shock troopers can use anything. Planetary Assault Carrier gets deployed now. Oh, it's a bit late, but at least it's better than never. Actually pushes back those avatars back towards the base. Whoa, quite a few of them on critical health. A lot of those harvesters are critical health actually. Whoa, that's at least 3 that could easily be taken. A lot of raiders getting deployed, trying to deal with these drones over here. And they might try and kill that hack over there. Yeah, they're going for it, especially because they have got the shield on it. It would actually also be beneficial if they have to EMP upgrade. But then again, there's not a lot of ground forces at the moment. But it does actually manage to take out that pack, which is beneficial to Devastator. So Lumos is being a little bit pressured at the moment, but he's not breaking the sweat just yet. He has got 1 Iron Column, and that is amplifying the damage so far. I'm not sure whether he's gonna. I'm not sure whether Devastator is going to exploit this unprotected line over here. And I just noticed that Devastator actually captured the second Tiberium spike that was previously Devastated. So, wow, that. You see that again, another example of him being aggressive. Buzzer going out towards his base, going to be scouting his base. Oh, would he be killed by the Black Hand Squad? No, he might actually, and he does. Wow, that was a lucky break. Saboteur's still alive. I'm actually surprised, to be honest, because I thought that would have been killed. But luckily, he's managed to preserve it to this point. He might be using it to repair the MCB should it get damaged. But we've yet to see that. A lot of buzzards up there. Might have actually killed the Black Hand Squad, to be honest. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buzzards. And we've got 7, 8, 9, 12 buzzers in this area, so probably should get a couple of raiders down there. I mean, there's 1 here, 1 here. But, I mean, yes, they are guarding against these aircraft right now, pushing towards Devastator's base. Now they're going to go be retreating. A lot of anti-air being deployed over here. Avatars and harvesters. I don't know why the harvesters are going along for the ride, but there we go. Raiders getting destroyed, but nicely gives some time to get the avatars in, get the damage he needs, and manage to destroy an Iron Column. So now the damage amplification effect will be pretty much eliminated. So the Devastators and the packs won't have the upgraded damage that they need to, it just makes them more effective. So now those units are made less effective. So he's going to have a little bit more trouble trying to get the necessary damage in to destroy the structures, but I don't think that will be much of a problem. 2 Planetary Assault Carriers, 2 Devastators, and yes, I forgot about that ability because it can just do it by itself. So Devastator really needs to push on those Devastators and these packs at the moment. He's trying to push. He's trying to push towards the back, getting that secret transmitter, preventing him from getting more Planetary Assault Carriers. Very nice, but unfortunately he's going to be able to rebuild that. But at this point, now that I'm looking at it, that's actually a really good move. Coming from Devastator over there, because it will take him a long time before he can build the signal transmitter again. So all he needs to do now is focus on those Planetary Assault Carriers, make sure they're destroyed, and once they're destroyed, he basically has less of a disadvantage, so that he'll be able to destroy the Devastators and then move on to the rest of the base. But this is actually really good. Oh, nice stasis field coming down, immobilizing all the avatars over there. Devastator's moving swiftly towards the middle section of the map. Oh, did it immobilize that 1 harvester as well? Oh, damn! Devastator quits. That is so intense, man. That was hectic. The amount of activity that went on, mostly sneaking, I must add. I mean, both players managed to get units behind the defenses of each other's bases. I mean, and that was amazing, especially with the Lumos's mastermind coming in and just taking over the MCV and instantly selling it. That was amazing. I mean, I've got to rate it higher than the flame tank, but still, they both did really well over there. Lumos did put a lot of pressure on Devastator, but Devastator actually held it quite well, considering that Lumos was very aggressive and he almost destroyed Devastator a couple of times with that was actually twice that the MCV went down and he still managed to hold the front line for quite a while. So, you know, Devastator did a really good job of handling Lumos' attacks. I suppose, you know, you could have actually made a risky move and gone with the Raiders, and possibly gone down the bottom of the map, possibly forcing some of the units to draw attention to them, you know, so that they can actually fire on them, but, you know, it's up to you. But yeah, both players really did very well, and I'm very impressed. Very, very good match. Hopefully you did enjoy that little match, the little castle I just did there. Thank you very much for watching, and I will be back, not tomorrow, but I'll get back someday with another cast for you. Thank you very much. Goodbye.